Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ratio channel. It has been a long time since I've uploaded, but since we're nearing the end of the year, I need to start catching up on that wish list that I've made. And to be honest with you guys, it's not looking feasible, but I think we can clutch this at least. I'm coming in with a Minecraft hardcore series. Um, I don't really know if I can make it, but hopefully I can. At the very least, I need 10 subscribers, man. At least 10 subscribers so that I can know I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah, as you guys can see, I've already tried to record a video. Well, not just a video, plural videos actually. But they ended up in a way that I did not like. But I'm definitely confident you guys would have liked them. I mean, you guys missed out on a bunch of things. It's just that I'm here trying to provide you with the best possible content. Yeah. Another thing is that I didn't plan out an intro, as you guys can see. I'm just saying random sentences without any any chronological order or whatever terms that are supposed to be used in that context. And we're in a horrible spawn, as you guys can see. Yeah, we're not really in a decent spawn, but at least we got a tree here, so we're gonna start off with that. My keyboard is trash. Well, it's not a keyboard per se, it's a laptop keyboard. And laptop keyboards have redundant buttons, and those redundant buttons don't allow me to use the simple mechanics of F5 and F3, which will be an issue at the start, especially when mining or trying to figure out where my home is at, so gonna have to play it safe here. There was also another thing that I'm supposed to talk about, but I think I forgot. The videos will be unedited, purely an artistic decision that is totally planned out from the start and not because of me not having a proper editing software. Yeah, stone pickaxe, that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, so we got some irons here, so that's nice. We can start off with that at least. 3 irons. Maybe this one is blessed in ways that you do not expect. Maybe it's a diamond that needs to be polished. A gem in the rough, maybe? Mayhaps? I'm seeing a mine there. I'm seeing a mine, but these mines are like not worth it at all. I'm talking useless loot that you will not have any kind of need for after the first 10 days. Another thing, Minecraft hardcore let's plays, especially the slow ones, are my type. However, they have the unfortunate negative of being the most boring at the start. I mean, there's no commentary in this entire world that's like saving you from the boredom of mining wood and stone and iron and doing absolutely nothing. I mean, you can't even clip farm. Like, you can't do anything that can actually maintain retention, which is kind of sad. I don't know if I should blame that on the fact that we're having the attention span that's lower than a goldfish. I'm thinking of getting their shells and then making wolf armor, but I don't know how to make the tool. So we're gonna actually make this let's play a little different. We're not gonna use any form of Google support to find out how to craft items. That's first of all. Second of all, we are not going to use coordinates. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I am notoriously known, or I'm notorious when it comes to coordinates. I literally forget where I'm at after 5 minutes. My brain kind of gets too distracted with the amazing structures of the Minecraft world. Is there coal here, perhaps? I don't really trust that area. I feel like I can get ambushed like by 2 creepers and I won't have any way to escape except on a dream on a manhunt where I have my my survival instincts at their peak. Why is it so dark though? Like I can't see anything. Did I turn on vision yet? I forgot what that option is. Did I turn on that dark mode option? I'm looking for chests in case you guys don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm looking for chests. They could provide me with amazing loot. At the start, at least. Watch a burning baby zombie starts rushing at me and immediately annihilate this world in an instant. Okay, I'm gonna get the coal here. I mean, we just need the coal, honestly. That's all we need here. Okay, it's not nighttime yet. We can manage something here. Right now, I think I'm mining stone, and I don't know if I'm... What am I mining? Hold on. Am I mining coal right now? Yes, this is coal. Okay, this is... Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Bro, this is like the ideal spot for a skeleton to jump me, snipe me from 5 kilometers away. A power 5 skeleton at that. Okay, we're getting some decent amount of iron. I pray that we do not get ambushed by lava while I'm mining this, or a baby zombie. That will be not ideal. Okay, I knew it. I knew. I told you. How isn't he even burning? How is that? Wherever we need food. that's the main thing. I'm thinking of doing some fishing, but gotta. We need that wool to make a bed. We're not prepared for the night. We are not prepared for that whatsoever. There's a bunch of coal here. I think I'm gonna go back to this area later. My mouse is horrible. You know, I got a better laptop so I can actually record while playing. I could even do a face cam, but the camera quality is not going to do my face any justice. Uh, okay, I cannot find any animal. Uh, sheep, please, please. I am begging you. Okay, I can't. I just can't. So we're gonna use an ancient technique called the melon tactic. We're gonna find melons and we're gonna live off of that. Okay, when I said the first day is uneventful, I think I blundered when I... Okay, we found the melons. I blundered when going inside a cave. Alright, thank God. This can last me for like the night. Hold on, we found... You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go. It's over, bro. It's over. So it was way closer than what I wanted it to be. At least we made it. Okay, we now have a working crafting table. We have everything that's needed to survive this night. Let's make this place a little cozy. Let's make it spacious. Let's give it some nice touch of decoration, you know. Clean it up a little. I got enough iron and like enough things to last me for a day at least. That is not a place that I want to mine into. Yeah. So far, so good. So far, so good. I wanted to get a smoker, but I didn't have the time. I feel like if I stayed any minute longer, a baby zombie would have jumped me from that cave. Uh, let's eat this. Yeah, let's just do this. You know, try not to die. Let's put some iron in as well. Give me a shield. All right, this is a 7 out of 10 day. This is a 7 out of 10 day in my opinion. We got the resources. Maybe it's even an 8 out of 10 because of the iron. Overall, I'm very satisfied. We got a little bit of action in there as well. Overall, it was pretty good. Now I'm contemplating whether I should make a iron sword or a chest plate. We're gonna stick with the pickaxe for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a iron axe actually. That should be way better. I need to get my wood stock up a little. Then I'm gonna have to actually okay. And I'm gonna have to get me some iron while I'm at that. What was I saying? By the end of this series, I think I'm gonna have at least the ability to do proper commentary. Well, I'm already doing proper commentary. Just that by the end of the series, I'm gonna be way better than what I am right now. 2864. It's still dark out there. I can't even like make a mine. Or maybe I can, hold on. I can. If we do a little maneuvering around here. I think I can. Yeah, I definitely can. Alright, I'm gonna do that. See if we can get anything good. There's also that ruined nether portal that I want to check out later. That I've passed while running from the skeleton. If I had a shield, I would have stood my ground and attacked the skeleton, but I don't really have anything to protect me against him. Not only that, the terrain was just against me. If I were to engage with that skeleton, he will be able to just sprint around and eventually kill me. I can maneuver all I want, but all it takes is for me to get stuck in one single elevation. And it's GG's. Whenever you try to fight a skeleton, you want to have a flat ground or you want to have a shield. If you don't have either of those, you're just gonna die. Yeah, I was gonna craft an axe. I mean, you can definitely manage to do a professional MLG clutch, but it's not worth it. Especially when I didn't have any weapon on me. I mean, I had a pickaxe, like. I don't even think the skeleton has any teeth for me to put inside the inside its mouth. Let me see. This mining trip has been not worth it. Didn't get any material. I think it's day by now. If I go up here and go back to the ground surface, it should be, yeah, it's about, the night's about to end. Hold on, I didn't have music on? No wonder. I was like... I almost died. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear those sounds? That's the sound of a average death in hardcore Minecraft. Just a bunch of baby zombies getting inside the base. You don't have any fast weapons to handle them. You don't have the proper armor or food. The terrain is against you. And to top it all off, you don't know how to play the game. So they should have despawned, I think. Well, they didn't, but... If only I had F5, I would have like zoomed out and checked. But I don't have F5 here. Anyways, I'm gonna go out and make a run for it. Alright, time to run. I am incredibly silent for no reason. Alright, give me that string. I would like to have a bow and arrow, at least in the beginning. I'm going to pass the... Oh my god. I mean, just had to be in the most awkward position. I should have engaged with that skeleton, but... not worth it. I just really didn't want to risk the the chance of me dying because I was way too impatient. I got some gold, so that's nice. Okay, so there's nothing here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Projectile protection, blast protection, efficiency 5. That's nice. And a bunch of useless stuff. I guess this one will be nice against the creeper. I'm gonna use this one for now. Gonna get wood way quicker. Yeah, that wasn't a bad loot. And will you look at that, we got a village right next to the spawn. This will be a potential military camp where I will abuse the population for Totems of Undying by doing raids. But the terrain is kind of whack. I think I think the raiders will get stuck more than what I could count. Trash. Just gonna take that. We got another brewing stand. There's a bunch of clerics here. Stone bricks, stone mesa. Alright, we got a saddle and we got something that I will use, which is this. Let me see. So you can't store that apparently. I think that's about it. Now I'm going to get me a hoe to get all of this. Probably gonna try to find a horse as well. Preferably a quick horse. I remember one time using golden apples to like breed horses without me realizing that you can only do that with golden carrots as well. Wasted a bunch of gold blocks just for nothing. What do you have here? Some more interesting stuff. Paper, food, which I'm taking. Overall, Savannah villages are mostly mid when it comes to loot. Their only value is that they have villagers and that's it. Blast furnace, I'm taking that actually. Thank you. The village is pretty big though. So there's that. I was trying to avoid that scenario, but whatever. It is what it is. Holy, this village is stacked. I take that back. Gonna take a bed with me. No, this village is stacked. I've never seen this amount of wheat before. Yeah, we got a stack and 11 blocks. Like, what else do I need? I'm gonna take that. Gotta take that as well. Yeah, this is nice. Now I just need a horse and I think I'm be good for the foreseeable future. Though I will say I don't think I need to go that far away from the spawn. Or maybe I do. I don't know. So we got a horse over there, praying to God that it's a quick one. Yeah, I'm not liking this place, I'm not gonna lie. Can you like... Thank you. Okay, it's pretty quick. It's quick. It has decent speed. Okay, this horse is fast. Now I just have to sleep because, you know, I don't want to ride like a headless horseman. I think my horse went inside the cave, which is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Hello there, guy. Hello there. You can't even jump 2 blocks. Okay, so we got a bunch of horses over there as well. Gonna see if they're any better. You stay here, okay? You just stay here. Ah, too slow. Too slow. I accidentally pressed the window button. That's fine. A little break of immersion is not terrible every now and then. Now the terrain is enclosed since I have to go through a whole jungle to get to the other side. So that's one negative. We'll figure something out. Okay. Okay. I can hear a skeleton and I don't want my horse to take damage. And I don't want myself to take any damage. I don't have like food that will allow me to survive a trip of me getting shot left and right by skeletons. Okay, thankfully the forest isn't that big. Now I know they added the feature of horses being able to swim, I think. Or maybe that's just only for netherite armor horses. I'm gonna actually check that out. See if that's true. Let's see if that's the case. It was not the case. They did not add that feature. Maybe I'm stupid, but the horse clearly cannot swim. It just does not have that ability. Alright, an open field at last. I can ride this horse without much issue. Just gotta watch out for that occasional massive cave that's randomly in the middle of a huge field. I thought these were horses. Let's plug the charger in. Is it just me, or is there like an increase in llamas in the later versions of Minecraft? I can't find anything interesting. Okay, we got a bunch of horses there. I think I'm gonna go down and see what's up. Okay then. Surely one of them is gonna be quick enough. Surely. Alright, slow. This one's quick. I'm gonna check. Gonna go back to him later. Yeah, this one's slow. Okay, so I guess this is the best one. Alright. Well, you look at that. Seems our journey has ended. It was a short one, but full of whatever you wanna call it. Let's see. Is there any place that's great for a base? Does this go way down to deep slate? That would have been funny. Can even jump 2 blocks without much charging. That's alright. You can work with that. Yeah, there really isn't much around here, is there? Yeah, there isn't much. I'm gonna settle here. There's a huge cave. We're gonna go mining in there. There's enough like animals to start a farm, get things going, you know. Yeah. I think I'm gonna just do that. Right, where is the horse? I think if I go back here, yeah, those are the horses that we've just passed. Yeah, we're gonna just settle here. That is a big cave. That is a big cave. Hold on, let me turn up my brightness. Hold on, am I blind? Hold on, where's the brightness? I can't see that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Much better. We're definitely going inside that cave later. But for now, we're gonna make a base and a farm. Let's not die to that lava. Let's just not do that. I think the perfect place will be here. Or there. Preferably a flat land. I don't want to rework the whole entire thing from scratch. You know what? Let's settle with this. Oh, I trust my horse. It won't go too far away from this place. So I'm just gonna do this. Gonna light up the area. Make sure I don't get ambushed by 55 baby zombies. With prots 4 diamond armor. I forgot how to make a lodestone. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably neither. Yeah, Minecraft soundtrack is something else. Let's get rid of this first of all. You know what? I already got too bored. How much wood do we have? Also, we're trying to be a little silent here. We let the soundtrack play out. Well, hello there. As you guys can see, my trust was not misplaced. All you gotta do is trust people in your life. Because most people will also want to trust you. I don't know if that's a good advice or not, but definitely works in Minecraft, so I don't think real life is gonna be that much different. Now hold on, how much do I have in my recording? I have like 47 minutes. I think I'm gonna stop like when it's 1 hour and a half. I already ran out of food. We can do a lot in 1 hour and a half, I think. We can do a lot. Now I can try to make a base, but my base construction skills are second to everything. What can I do? I can make something like this. I can make something like this. Yes, that works. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me do something like this. 1, 2, 3 blocks. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. 1. Alright, that works. I think. Well, it doesn't work apparently. I kind of misplaced those blocks. Hold on, how does that work? Wait. Where did I make the mistake? Was it this one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's not a mistake. 1, 2, 3. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, okay. Alright, where's the mistake? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's supposed to be here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like this. Yeah, it's now it works. This is gonna be inspired by building that I've forgotten the name of, or I know how it sounds, but I'm not trying to get a whole entire country jumping me in the comments. I think they look cool, so that's what I'm trying to do. Although I feel like the design itself will offend half the continent, so there's that, half the country. Hopefully not. You know, I'm just gonna do a double. Alright, so I think we're done here. I just gotta do this. Like this. I think I'm getting there, though I don't have enough blocks to finish it, so there's that. But it's fine. Actually, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna then make a bunch of stairs that surround the outer corners. I think that would be nice. Well, that's not how I want it to be actually. Need it to be raised a little. Yeah, I'm not wrong. So we do it like this. Yeah, like that, basically. So these are useless blocks. I'm gonna take them out. Perfect. Okay, that wasn't perfect. We were close though. I think I was asking for too much for it to be enough for a second layer. Why do I have the instinct to kill any animal I come across? Don't matter. Let's make a thing. I mean, it's definitely something. It's a design that exists. It looks ugly. Just gonna take that away. Kind of, I was going for like horns, but guess that was a horrible idea. But as you guys can see, it looks a little nice now. The interior is something that I do not want to talk about. For now, it's gonna be a huge inventory. I want to also make a copper golem because or 15, that's enough for, I think, 2. Yeah, that's enough for 2. Let's melt this down. Let's make a bunch of chests. This is just gonna be a storage room, so it's not gonna be the main house. Thinking of making a bunch of structures that look the same as this, but like spread out throughout the entire field. That's what I'm going for. Usually I prefer snow biomes when making my base, but let's go for a quick change of pace. Later I'm gonna make like a black altar that's located in the spawn location. It's gonna look cool. I was looking for some cobblestone, so I'm gonna get that real quick. I also wanna go inside the cave. I'd really appreciate having full diamond, especially with how large the caves are nowadays. You can basically get that relatively quickly, like 20 minutes max. If you get lucky with the mob spawn. If you just end up in a cave that's full of diamonds, but it's the absolute worst when it comes to terrain, it's GG's. You really don't want to find yourself in a situation where the terrain is actively working against you. You just want to avoid that. If it's flat, like a flat cave, then you have a decent shot. Well, a decent shot if you have like some decent armor. At the beginning, a flat cave is just like a death wish. You kind of want to go for the narrow ones because you can isolate the parts much more easily and comfortably. Alright, so copper golem, I think you can make that by putting a chest above copper block, I think. That's how you make it, right? I'm not wrong. Is it because it's above a torch or something? Hold on. Yeah, the condition of not Googling things might bite me. But on the bright side, nothing beats the feeling of finding out things for yourself. Though I didn't really find out this thing for myself, I kind of just seen that in a YouTube short, not even in TikTok, like. Seen that on a Cam Man video. Alright, standing on business, I'm not gonna kill it. I just have to respect the respect the confidence. Wait, is it carved pumpkin? No, it can be carved pumpkin, I mean. Is it carved pumpkin? Is it? No, impossible, impossible. Also, I forgot they make like a copper chest. Hold on. Damn. Gonna have to rearrange that later. Okay, so gonna sleep. Gonna get some iron armor, then I'm gonna dive in the cave. It is still not coming back to life. Hopefully I'm not doing anything wrong. If I am, it is what it is. Put the farm stuff here. Wood. Gotta make more chests actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out doing some iron armor things. Well, that ain't a big issue. Let's get some food, first of all. wood. Maybe the special stuff here, like the brewing set, the magma block. Stuff like this here. Farm stuff, where is it? Farm stuff gets the paper. Okay, I'm gonna put the blocks here. We need iron, that's for sure. We need iron, so I'm gonna sort that out quickly, or it's too late. Gonna put the dirt here. Farm stuff gets this, sticks, that goes inside here, and I think we're good. I've seen a bunch of iron in that huge cave, so I'm gonna aim for that. And also coal, there's a lot of coal. It's not safe. That's all we got. This seems like an entrance there, so I'm gonna go from that side. Okay. Immediately, I'm getting jumped by God knows how many mobs. Well, it's only a zombie. Don't want to get attacked. That's the number one thing. Will you look at that? What are the odds, bro? What are the odds? Even though that spawner is kind of useless, except the string that it provides, and also the spider eyes, which are gonna be useful for potions. But you can't even use it for like meaningful XP grinding. I'm gonna light this area slowly but surely. Let's loot the chests that I found there, first of all. Okay, so we got a bunch of iron, so that's nice. Name tag, gunpowder, copper horse armor. Though I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna take the chest though. I need all the wood that I can have in this world. Let's light this area up. Okay, so there's an Enderman. Now, they won't really do anything to me. But when you're engaged in combat, they will actually be incredibly dangerous, especially with my armor. Like with the kind of armor I'm using right now, I will get annihilated the moment I look in the wrong direction. I want to avoid that. That area is also kind of dark. Let's see. This area is dark. Okay, so we've lit up the area. Now I can mine peacefully. All of that just for 1 iron. Well, I can get the coal later. Is it nighttime? Because if it is, I'm not trying to. Alright, let's do this. I have to memorize the area that I came from. I have to make sure that I don't attract too many mobs. I heard the not friendly sound, which is why I kind of moved away. Yeah, that's a creeper. Zombies are notoriously known for being aggressive. Alright, let's get away from that actually. Boom. There's more? How much iron do I have? I have 18. That's a skeleton, which is something to be avoided, and I think that's it when it comes to this cave. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. I gotta go back now since it's getting pretty dark out here and I'm not trying to, you know, die. Should have thought of lighting up this area as well, but it is what it is. Okay, so I was silent for a long time. I'm trying to think of the things that I have to do next because there's a lot of stuff to think about. Was thinking of trying to fight a horse at the start, but then again I found a horse not too fast, but not too slow. Then I was thinking of making iron armor. It turns out that I have enough to make iron armor and extra pickaxes, so there's that. Now I'm thinking of making a farm. Which is like a solid idea, since farms will come back later to haunt me once I don't have enough wheat to breed animals. So there's that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna make a farm. I will avoid all elevated lands, since those are way too much of a pain for me to terraform. And overall, just not worth the efforts at the start. Maybe when I have like a diamond efficiency 5 diamond shovel, I'll start considering that. Do I have enough wood? I don't. I know one thing or two about a thing or two about farming, so that should be useful. Though I'd like to make it fully automated in the future. For now, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep the farm like this. Okay. If it has a trident, I'm definitely coming after it. But if it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't. Waste of time. There you go. Copper armor. Looks pretty neat. Matches the style of the biome. Alright, give me that. Give me that. Blast protection 4, that's really not impressive considering the fact that it's gold armor. If it had prots 4, I would have definitely kept it. Let's see. Need a pickaxe, and I think that's about it. I'm considering the prospects of making a bow, but I don't really have the arrows to accompany it. Let's do this. We're gonna now go mining. Gonna make a huge effort towards mining. How much coal do I have? I don't have much. That's fine. Farming stuff goes here. I'll take this with me. What else? Special items go here. Potions go here. Yeah, that's about it. Sticks are for torches. The pickaxes are for mining. I have food, but I don't want to risk the lack of food. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. So we're gonna mine some coal, then start digging way down. I need I need diamond armor. Let's go from here. I've seen coal around here as well, so let's start off with that. No need to go to dangerous areas. So there's the first portion of it. There's a bunch of it around here, so that's nice. I'd like to avoid the caves entirely when it comes to coal mining, just not worth the risk. It's also a waste of time, like I will have to use torches while also trying to mine for them. Like I'm doing this coal just for torches alone. Cave expeditions burn up a bunch of them. Especially when you go on a long one. Now another thing I'd have to keep in mind is the position of my house. If I go on an expedition and then forget where I'm at, which will happen, I will be struggling a lot to find my way back. That was a huge vein. Okay, saw some coal around here. I did. I think stack and a little over a half will be more than enough. Or perfect for a mining expedition. The only thing I'm gonna like struggle with is the mobs. The mobs are gonna be annoying once I go inside the big caves. Sometimes you just get unlucky and just a huge group of skeletons accompanied with zombies will spawn. And not just any zombies, I'm talking diamond armor, baby zombies with armor, with swords as well. It's gonna be nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5 stacks. Okay, I think I have more than enough. Gonna make a bow as well. Said I won't make a bow, but changed my mind. yeah, that's about it. Dirt goes here. And I need wood. Okay, so this should be enough. I can now get started on my mining expedition. Okay, horse, you're going way too far away. At least, like, stay around here, you know, like... Thought I was gonna be a Dothraki and start killing zombies left and right. That wasn't funny. It's for the best, okay, it's for the best. Okay, this keyboard is annoying the hell out of me. Or the heck out of me. Too bad I can edit that cuss word out, so... How did I enter that cave again? I definitely did make a way towards it. So I went here. I passed the spawner and I went here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so where do I start mining? I think I'm gonna start mining around here. This seems like a deep place. Okay. This is why cobblestone is kind of important. I wanna have some blocks that can block out anything that's seemingly dangerous. Hmm. Alright. This should be enough. Yep, that should be enough. Let's start mining. Was it like 4 or 5? I think it was 5 blocks. It was definitely 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we already stumbled on a cave. Let's go around. I think around here should be a decent spot. It wasn't. So we're going in the right direction here. Says the cave is getting a little thicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I was saying, no commentary is saving us from the first few days in Minecraft, bro. Especially mining. Which is why I'm gonna opt for caving instead of strip mining. Strip mining is like slower when it comes to resource production, but it's infinitely safer. Cave mining on the other hand, you get a bunch of resources incredibly quickly. However, every single direction you look at will be an immediate danger to you. Okay, we're already at deep slate. I hope I don't get in, like stumble upon a deep dark. That thing is a nightmare. Yeah, the access of F3 being denied to me because of this keyboard is just... it's just way too much. Okay, we found a cave. I almost died. That isn't a good thing. However, we have found a cave at last. And it's looking like a gigantic one. I need to light up this area. Hold on. Gonna block this out due to safety concerns. Then I'm just gonna mine here. Gonna hold shift as well, because as you guys can see, this will happen. Alright, let's see how this cave is looking like. Yeah. From upon a quick look, like, you know, just observing the terrain, this is a guaranteed death. anywhere I go, I will be surrounded by mobs. And because being surrounded by mobs is just instant death at the beginning of the game, I'm gonna avoid this cave, I think. The lava area is definitely a good spot to be at. I can just like maneuver my way out of the congregation of mobs. But that's as far as it can go. Okay, so I can't forget my torches. I don't want to get jumped by mobs or a creeper. God forbid. Average Minecraft cave sounds. I think that's a new one. That's 100% a new one. Okay. We're getting closer to a safe place. I was thinking of like making a jump, but jumping from this height is way too inconvenient, especially when I hit the panic button and decide to go back because 15 skeletons have got me cornered. There isn't a single diamond in sight. That's crazy. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. Now, to be fair, this is like the worst location to mine into. Like, I legit mined into the middle of a cave. Like, you cannot make that up. That's way too unsafe for my taste, so gonna aim for this area, I think. Right around here. I don't think this is the appropriate time, but sure. You know, whenever I press like the record button, I have a bunch of ideas that I want to talk about. But then when it comes to actually doing the talking and, you know, getting content out, I kind of freeze up. Or not really freeze up. I just get this sense of dread. And that sense of dread really demotivates me at the start of making a video. Or rather in the middle of making a video. You start feeling it at the beginning, but then it gets progressively worse. Now, upon looking at these diamonds, I would like to say I no longer feel that sense of dread. But aside from that, it's not that I don't like making these videos. I really enjoy them. It's just that you realize that you can talk, but actually saying things that are like enjoyable or obviously not random gibberish that's just meant to fill up the silence. What was I saying? I was saying something deep, but I kind of forgot. Alright, let's get these zombies next to me. I kind of wanna get this. Alright, come here. I know you want this, come on. Watch a warden come at me Mach 10. Because a random zombie decided to activate the sensors. Did I light up this area? Hold on. No, I'm not risking it, okay? I need to make sure I lit up the whole area. I didn't light up this area, okay. I had that inkling of me forgetting about that, and I was right. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't want to just talk randomly. That's what I'm getting at. I don't want to talk randomly, but I find myself just talking randomly with no goal in mind, which I believe is not a good thing when it comes to making commentary. Now we wanna just light up the area to where no mobs can spawn, but also to make sure no mobs can come after me, or like I can pinpoint the threats before it comes towards me. Like as you guys can see, I wouldn't have seen that spider had I not started lighting up this area. I need a sword. Spiders have a weird range. I really can't figure it out. Like, I've killed many spiders, but I still can't figure out their range. Like, I really just can't. It's incredibly complicated. Right, give me that. Diamonds. Yeah, I'm gonna make a diamond sword. Never mind. Make sure the crafting table doesn't randomly get thrown inside the lava. Gonna make a bunch of iron pickaxes now as well. This is why you bring with you a lot of wood. Like, you really need a huge quantity of that whenever you go mining. I think I was saying something, but I forgot what it was, so I'm just gonna... Will you look at that mine shaft? It seems like this game wants me to make more content, and I do not hate that fact. Let's put this here and let's take this. Let's get started now. Since we don't really need that axe anymore, I'm just gonna take that out. Alright, since we're doing an expedition, let's put the shield next to me. Make sure we don't have any potential weak points. Okay, we already got a creeper. Geez, how many creepers are there? Come on, I wanted that gunpowder. Okay, I heard you from a mile away. I legit heard that baby zombie from a mile. Is there a zombie spawner or something? Is there a zombie spawner? There was two of them, back to back. See, if I had gone for that diamond, they would have jumped me and kicked me straight into the lava. I'm hearing skeletons there. Gonna avoid that location. I can kill skeletons now, but it's not really a good thing to engage with them. Preferably, I'd like to pass up that opportunity. Since I don't have the weaponry to kill them without risking too much. So we got gold, but I will avoid gold. I think with bastions being a thing, gold is kind of useless. There's a zombie after me, so I'm gonna wait until it reaches me. Alright, where is that zombie? Guess the AI just forgot that I exist. I mean, I don't hate it. Okay, so there's nothing more here. Now, my senses tell me that if I go down there, there's gonna be a bunch of diamonds. Since everyone knows diamonds are present next to lava. I mean, duh. But also I have a feeling that there's gonna be a bunch of them just on that surface. So I'm gonna do this. Gonna light up this area. Make sure there aren't many mobs that can jump me while mining. Let's start with that area. Let's clean this up. Okay, there's a skeleton. So I'm gonna avoid that. Really, if I have an advice to anyone that plays hardcore Minecraft, avoid skeletons entirely unless you have diamond armor. The arrow damage easily stacks up over time, especially when you're fighting a horde of monsters. And it gets to a point where when you get like below 3 hearts, or even 5 hearts, and you start running away, you can get into awkward situations, like baby zombies coming after you and trying to push you into a corner where the skeletons can easily land hits on you. Okay. That was a perfect dodge though, I'm not gonna lie. Here's what's up. Gonna try to get the creeper here. I wanna avoid a fight with the creeper and the skeleton. The terrain is against me. So there's that. Okay, so I cleaned up this area. Alright, let's go YOLO. let's just start lighting up this area randomly. Okay, then let's kill these. Okay, I think that's it. Finally, a vein that's more than... Okay. I have to listen carefully to any potential mob coming at me. Especially when I can't zoom out. So we have enough for a diamond pickaxe, so there's that. Okay, so there's a diamond there. Okay, the thing is there, so let's do this. Kind of want to bait it out. I don't really wanna give it home court advantage. Get out of here. Sometimes forget that you have to land a perfect critical for the zombies to die in 2 hits. Alright. So there goes the skeleton. That sound, like the creeper sound, just plays even though it's like even though the creeper is not around here. Like in my head, I just have a huge PTSD from me dying to creepers. I don't like going for double crits on creepers. I just don't like it. Sometimes you get laggy and then suddenly, poof, your world is gone. Which is not nice. I mean, you can blame it on the game and then open your world to get some cheats going. But I feel like that's still kind of the player's fault. Since you know your device can cause an issue like lagging suddenly. So why go risk a double crit to kill a creeper, even though it's not gonna give you anything that's worth it. Okay, so there's nothing. I need to not forget where I came from. I have to always remind myself that. I need to not stray way too far away from, you know, my entrance. Let's get this lapis first of all. So far, didn't really get lucky with this cave. I mean, I guess I got a decent amount of diamonds, like 10. But I've seen caves given easily 32 pieces of diamonds on just surface level exploration. But that's partly due to them being in the negative 40, 50 levels. So I guess that's another reason as to why this cave doesn't have much. Or at least on this level. If I go down there, I'm 100% sure I'll find more diamonds though. Like, if I go down here and start checking properly, I think I will see some. I could have died there if I let my shield down. Or maybe not. I don't know the hitbox for explosions. Alright. Let's get some diamonds. I'm looking for diamonds. Where are the diamonds? There's one diamond. Now, I don't know if this is happening to me, but I might have passed a huge vein of them. And I don't really realized that since I'm not focused enough. Okay. So there's nothing around here. Yeah, like there's literally nothing. How's my armor look? Not too bad. Let's get some iron. I feel like I'm gonna run low on that pretty soon. What else am I missing? Well, I've got it. I think I heard the baby zombie. I can't be so sure, but I heard the baby zombie, I think. Okay. Okay, let's light this area real quick. Yeah, I've missed that one. So it wasn't even a good vein, it was a pretty small one. Hmm. Since I walked into this cave, I kind of have to light it up. Since the chunks have loaded here, mobs can spawn. I don't place the torches down. That's another thing to keep in mind. Whenever you go inside a dark area and mobs haven't spawned yet, preferably you should light it up. How? Legit how? I could... From where did that thing come from? Like... Don't understand. Yeah. Like, these moments happen where mobs just come up and you don't really know how, but really it's just an area you didn't light up. You went into a dark area, but you didn't light that up, so suddenly a mob spawns there. I don't really know the game mechanics behind that, but from experience, that's just how it goes. Okay, so I saw a piece of diamond around here. I kind of forgot what it was. I'll remember it later, but for now I need these diamonds. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna cut that out. If you guys see this, then I probably did. Yes, diamonds. Diamonds, that's what I'm looking for. Now I can definitely speed bridge. Just that my speed bridging is way too good for the eye to see. For that reason, I'm gonna avoid doing that so that you guys can keep up with the footage. I saw a diamond before, but I forgot where I saw it. Right, let's just do this. I probably mined it, so there's that. It's time to go back. You know, I expect from an area like this that has been dark for such a long time to have the biggest mob army the game has seen, a player has seen before. But I guess you have to really look at that area before the game starts generating any mob. Let's do this. So far so good. Skeletons are still there, which is annoying, but manageable. I don't know how I failed that jump. Ooh, look at that. Look at these diamonds. Look at these diamonds. That will be enough to... Okay. All of that fancy movement just for nothing. I should have just blocked and... But it doesn't matter, I got diamonds. Watch them be lone veins only. I knew it, bro. It just looked too good to be true. That diamond ore is secretly a 11 vein, by the way. Or like that double diamond ore is a secretly an 11 vein one. Hold on. I need to light up the other area. I kind of made a blunder by going that way without lighting up the surface first. Yeah, I've made a decent blunder. It's not that big, but it's not that small either. Yeah, I already like look at this. An Enderman spawned, I think. Well, as long as this lava exists, I don't really have anything to worry about. Okay, where is that skeleton? Yeah, I'm not going that way. Jeez. Zombie villager, what a waste. I would have preferred to take it back with me, but it is what it is. Let's see. There are these areas that I haven't lit up, so gonna light them up. So I got enough diamonds for like a whole diamond armor, so that's nice. But I need more. I need way more than that. Alright, let's go here. As you guys can see, there's a bunch of diamonds in these water areas, which is why I always, what's it called? That wasn't even a sentence that I just said right now. I'm talking for the sake of talking. There's a lot of irons. There's a lot of diamonds in these water pools. That's something you notice in the newer version. Okay, so they all went up. Okay. I don't even have the arrows to shoot it. Let's do this. Shouldn't be doing this kind of movement, like stopping right next to a cliff that will end me in one single fall, but it is what it is. These skeletons are guarding diamonds, which, if you guys don't know, I am incredibly addicted to, and I need to get those diamonds. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make diamond armor. I'm gonna first of all make sure the area is clean. Kind of don't want to get jumped randomly. Let's throw this out. Let's make this. Let's make this. And there you guys go. So those diamonds are mine, unquestionably. I'm gonna take them and be done with it quickly. So that's the first threats put down or neutralized. Shut up. Alright, threat neutralized. I thought I saw diamonds here, but I'm asking for too much now. So these are the diamonds that I've seen here. There's also another one around here. There's also another one right over there. I think the diamonds are over there. Okay. There was an opening that would have been an instant GG's. I would have been punched into the lava and that wouldn't have been pretty. Let me see. So we got nothing here. Okay, where was the diamond that I've seen just now? Like, I've seen a piece of diamond. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is way too good to be true. Come on. Wow, it was an 8 vein. Wow. Okay, I think I got diamonds for days, bro. I don't really need to stay in this cave any longer. I got lapis. I didn't get redstone. So there's that. I need redstone. Like later because making farms, like farming by hand, is an absolute pain. But aside from that, I think this was a successful run. Now it's time to get back. Yeah, see, I've already burned through all of my torches. Thankfully, I didn't like make a bunch of them. That would have been a huge waste. Now, this is the point where you must not drop your guard down, since it's very easy to miss out on a creeper just creeping up behind you. No pun intended. I just need the iron. That's it. Alright, Minecraft, that's a bit too early. We can't celebrate yet. We gotta, you know, watch out for that eventual blunder that I'll make if I'm not too careful. Oh wow, I came from... Man. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, so I'm going in circles, but that's fine. I got into an open space, so really there I can't get lost. Like, I'd have to try to get lost. So there's that. I think I should light this area up before it reaches a high danger level. Alright, shut up. Okay, there's a diamond here. Not interested in you. I kind of wanna... There we go. I think there was also another one around here. Well, I don't think there is. Okay. It was a long piece, but I think this expedition was definitely a massive W. We got a lot of diamonds. Shut up, shut up. Oh, there's even more diamonds here. Oh, you look at that. I ran out of torches, sure. So. Okay. I can't really risk... Can't really risk that happening. Okay, let's just do that. That just seemed like a pretty dangerous area, so I blocked it. yeah, that's about it. Now it's time to go back. Got 22 diamonds, or 46, including the armor, or 48 actually. Yeah, that was a pretty successful haul. This cave is great. I haven't even finished it. There's like a mine shaft over there as well. So that's nice. Now I just have to go back home. Make sure I don't die on the way back, because I was mining inside a cave and not really in a safe area. And all of that in 2 hours and a half. Well, that's too much, I'm not gonna lie, but next time I'm gonna try to go for 1 hour and a half, something like that. Now that I have the actual resources, we can do some good stuff, like going into the nether, trying to get better enchantments, get villagers up and running. You know, the fun stuff. And it's, you know, this was a good day. All right. Now I pray that I find copper golems have spawned already. I really do pray that happens. It did. It did it. Never mind. What did I do wrong, bro? I really don't know. Anyways, let's put the ores here. I mean, I would put them to smelting first of all, since they would be useful. Redstone is in the redstone location. That's farming. This is in the random stuff. This is blocks, cobblestone, things like that. This is wood. Crafting bench. Where's my horse, bro? Come on. Don't be like that. So I think I've gotta call it a day now. Give me the cobblestone first of all. I'd like to finish what I've started here. Let's do this. Now with the roof being done, I think this episode will come to a poetic end, hopefully. Or maybe on a cliffhanger. Yeah, I think it's gonna end on a cliffhanger. That wasn't the intended outcome. That's for sure. I feel like we could just do this. Like... we can't. Never mind. Yeah, we can't. Maybe we can. Now that I'm looking at it more. Give me some useless blocks like this one. Yep. The thing comes to a poetic end, apparently. Our house was finished. We got the goals that I wanted for this episode. The only thing that was a little bit too much was the time, which was like 2 hours and 40. Call it 3 hours. And the iron smelted. That's perfect. Yeah, I would like to zoom out and, you know, do the vanilla show my face from the third point of view and, you know, say goodbye and start spamming crouch. However, I do not have that ability, at least for the next 2 or 4 days. I don't really know who would be willing to watch the entire video. I mean, of course, people who appreciates quality premium content. But if you know, watch at least 10 minutes and skip to the end, thank you very much for your time. It means a lot to me. The series will continue for a decent amount of time. And what I mean by that is like indefinitely until I die. Gonna do some risky stuff. Maybe like fight the warden in the end. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it. I would like to use lanterns, but wherever. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and see you guys on the next one. I'm probably never figuring out how to make these, bro.